Which way is the common room?
Hogwarts in your 5th year.
So lucky they didn't end up as Dragonfield, like that poor man from the Ministry.
Can't imagine starting a new school this late. Here, have a sip. Go on.
Привет, меня все слышат?
Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Прекрасно.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again.
Гаррет Уизли, на секундочку, все заметили.
So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Must be nice having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still.
Кстати, внимание, он тоже рыжий и тоже конопатый. Точно Уизли.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Nelly will do anything for
Professor catches it this time.
Wait, that's not right. I really thought I had it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
Да, я протеже.
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation.
Пока непонятно, кто такой профессор Фиг. Я думаю, что мы попозже узнаем, кто это.
A little more practice ought to do it.
I practiced all summer. I can cast spells more complicated than this one without speaking. What's so difficult about this one? I'm just going
Потому что ты не душнила, а я душнила. Мы все сделаем.
Well, good luck. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Все, пока. Так, а как попасть вот туда? О, я знаю, это, знаешь, где такой, короче, бар. Бар Там, где много алкоголя, и он в виде атласа. Прекрасно.
Shame you weren't born with wings, Nelly. If I get sure you use them.
На тебе заклинание. Раз, два.
Don't fall off this time, Nelly.
А как с тобой познакомиться? Не очень понятно. Наверное, вот так.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well,
Привет.
hello.
Привет,
Don't
привет.
mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Конечно, правда. Что, пиздеть буду? Так, убрали детей от экрана, пожалуйста. Пиздеть я не буду. Это было ужасно.
It's true. I was almost killed. Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
How awful for you. And of course, that poor man from the Ministry. But still, you got to see a dragon. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat. Not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
Мясо. Не было мяса, потому что не было русни. Русня — это мясо.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Идем. Идем к Уизли. Идем к Уизли. Да, 100%. Русня — это просто мясо. Ну,
I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts.
конечно,
I've been dreaming
готов.
of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially
Потому что я
as you'll be
душнила.
expected to complete
Поэтому
your
сразу на
OW
5-й
exams
курс.
at the end of the year.
Сразу на 5-й курс.
Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Конечно, на 5-й курс, потому что душнило. Табличку взяли с собой.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. It would
Хогвартс.
be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Пойдем, я уже готов Авада Кедавра делать.
This way.
Просто в 7. Да пошли. О, вы гляньте, как бедрами виляет. Посмотри. Старуха Уизли а виляет так, будто бы ей всего лишь 30-ка. Да.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
А можно так, пожалуйста, бедрами не вилять?
The guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio.
Ля, ты шо?
Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Ревелио. Ля, дурак. Зачем произносить F, если у тебя четко S? Ну, дурак. Ну, я считаю, дурак. Ладно, испытание так испытание, хорошо. Портрет Баруфио. Ладно. Уизли, пойдем. А как ты прошла сквозь учеников? Ты что, ведьма? Алло. Ты с ума сошла? А можно так бедрами не вилять? Что за такое? Я не понял. Тут молодые ученики вообще-то вокруг.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
О, а что это? Стой, братан, стой. Братик. А, ну ладно.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
О, какой красивый Хогвартс, вы гляньте. Ну хорошо, мы их со временем обнаружим. Не вопрос. Погнали. Погнали изучать Хогвартс. Я думаю, что все знают, что такое Хогвартс.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Да мы и без тебя это знаем. Мы смотрели Гарри Поттера, что ты начинаешь?
It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils
Crucio,
these walls.
Avada Kedavra и Империо.
Is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the
Я прибыл по просьбе Дамблдора. Остальное вам знать не обязательно. Профессор Грюм.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Кстати, мы как-то покупали вот это вот сливочное пиво. На вкус как просто какой-то ванильно-грушовый лимонад. Все.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Ничего мы не окольными путями, мы прям через портал прошли, что ты начинаешь?
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Так, кто ж такой профессор Фиг? Мне кажется, он какой-то темная лошадка.
And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today.
Зайдите ко мне сегодня после уроков. Я дам вам все необходимое, моя ж ты рыбка.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects
Да я актриса еще та.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and...
Бродвей — это мое все.
It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Как будто бы это карта мародеров, честное слово. Ну ладно, поехали. О, Левиоса. Левгардиум Левиоса.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Ладно, пойдемте что? Заниматься темными искусствами. Пойдем. О, девочки, привет. Как дела? Так, у нас тут что? У нас тут Гриффиндор и... А, ты стесняешься, но судя по форме, ты из Пуффендуя. Ну ладно, пойдем. Двор трансфигурации. Рано. Идем на занятия по защите от темных искусств. Хорошо. Вы только гляньте, какой красивый замок. Гляньте. Но это же Хогвартс. Ё-моё. Полцарства, чтобы учиться в Хогвартсе. Ну, я уже старый, поэтому что? Поэтому только в игре. Ой, а что у нас тут? У нас какая-то тут херня. Привет. Тебя забыл спросить. Возьми клей, ебало за клей. Игнатия Уилсмит. Поехали. Защита от темных искусств. Погнали. Слизерин. Да не бомбарда, бомбарда Максима.
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
О, сейчас будем новое заклинание учить. Левиосо. Погнали.
Levioso.
Невгардиум Левиоса.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt. Levioso! So, now, the basics. Well done.
Да я бог магии, вы шо? Ну Дамблдор не меньше.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso! Good form. I know. Protego! Protego. Nothing lucky about it.
Ой, лошара, господи, прости.
You give as good as you get.
А все потому, что ты из Слизерина, лошара. Да. А все почему? Потому что Гриффиндор это топ-факультет.
Thank you, Professor.
Да изи катка вообще.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must.
Ну, извините. Конечно, я топ.
But battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Привет.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Это потому что ты очкарик. Вот поэтому и дружишь со всеми. И ты очкарик, и он очкарик. А почему все очкарики здесь? Я стесняюсь спросить. Ну ладно.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Так, ну что сказать. Это вообще-то моя не первая дуэль, но тебе не обязательно об этом знать.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Понеслась.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Конечно, мне это интересно, ты шо?
Till next time.
Так, здесь сундук где-то, ну-ка. Так, что здесь? Задание. Согласен. Коллекции. Так, что здесь? Хорошо. Знаю. Так, почему? Ага, вот здесь.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Тебя забыл спросить. Так, нам наверх куда надо. Ну, пойдем.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Хорошо.
That life is behind me, I promise. Come now, Annabelle. That was a long time ago. Talk about this.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
About herbology.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Так, добрый вечер. А когда будет урок по зельеварению, я извиняюсь. Не то чтобы я там принц-полукровка, но зелье варить умею.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with a passion and rigor requisite of such.
Думаю, нет, потому что это 1900 год. И я не думаю, что они тут есть.
But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Да пошел ты нахер.
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Я думаю, что ни Дамблдора, никого здесь не будет, но здесь есть профессор, вернее не профессор, а персонаж. В самом начале был с одним из имен, которые были в именах Дамблдора. Может быть, он его потомок. Акцио. Акцио.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Акцио, жопка. Гарри, не надо, не надо.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Естественно, с меня. Естественно.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Accio. Now, think of this like Splendid! Very good. Not to worry. That's it! Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Тобі пизда.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Да, понятно. Погнали. Давай.
That is how it's done.
Сейчас все будет.
Excellent control.
О, ты шо? Ты шо? Сука.
Happens to the best of us.
Не, так не годится. Ты шо? Ты шо, подруга? Попутала? Ты шо, подруга? Да сука. Хочу еще раз. Нет, я хочу еще раз. Вы шо? Дайте шанс мне.
Let us make this this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Еще раз, я согласен.
I think we are well past interesting at
Я
this
тебя
point.
сделаю, мать.
I'll say.
Негритоска, ты не выиграешь. Негритоска, ты не выиграешь. О, ты шо? Ты не выиграешь, негритоска. Сейчас все будет. Сасамба! Сасамба! Сасамба, я говорю. А как тебе такое, Илон Маск? Не-не-не. Не, сестричка. Извини, но не твой день. Не твой день, сестричка, прости. Естественно, я самый лучший. Естественно. Ну, тут же вопрос в чем?
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio.
Да. Black Lives Matter, все дела, но, прости, я лучший. И я белый, кстати.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Уганда какая-то. Это что, в Африке где-то или что?
Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Не, Ваканда это что-то про пантеру, а здесь какая-то Уганда, ты понимаешь? Ну, я извиняюсь, но я получше, чем Черная пантера, как бы. Я Человек-паук в Гриффиндоре учусь.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Спасибо. Спасибо по рассказ про Уганду. Я пошел.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Пока-пока.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
A word, if you
You'd
would.
be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that. Cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Вилки-ложки. Это она про Вилкову, что ли? Так, профессор, я надеюсь, что ты скажешь, что я самый лучший просто в мире.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Unai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Unai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Почему здесь все выезд Гарри Поттера? Я извиняюсь, ну... Нужно же знать предел какой-то, я не знаю, ну... Так, профессор Уизли, понятно. А что здесь? Отлично. О, снаряжение. Использовать перчаточки? Конечно же. Что, я зря Deluxe Edition взял? Я извиняюсь. 85 евро. На секундочку. Ой, очки вы гляньте. Вы только посмотрите на это Дольче Габбана. Я не могу. Берем. Берем мантии. Так, мантию хочу. Хорошую мантию. Ну-ка, что это? Мантия пойдет. Наряд. Наряд, что это у нас? Пойдет. Я доволен. А что? А, еще что-то есть? А что еще? А что еще? А где? Палочка нет. Наверное, дальше будет что-то. Что-нибудь дальше будет. Пойдем. Пойдем дальше. Так, мне надо вот этот клуб попасть. Дуэлянтов. Я всех сделаю. Карта. Значит, где клуб дуэлянтов? Где он? Клуб. Головной убор где? 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 Где головной убор? А, головной убор. Красава. А что у нас тут? Ты глянь. Ты глянь. Посмотри. Это ж... Вы шо? Я доктор Ватсон или, может быть, я кто-нибудь получше? Не-не-не. Не, вы шо, вы... Ну... Чтобы вы понимали, это как бы... Уровень. Та? Не, ну... Питань нема. Питань нема. На... Конан Дойль такой... А что это... Что это за убор такой? Ну... Вы детектив, мистер? Мистер, вы детектив? Так, что за сундук вот здесь? как... А, он выше, наверное, находится. Так, что у нас тут? О, прикольное привидение.
No, it wasn't. Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves.
Revelio.
Revelio.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack. Oh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the minister a boot or the minister a flack?
А почему не могу открыть это? Алло.
Peeves, you'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack.
Не открывается.
She says it's a boot and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention.
Может быть, надо загадку решить? А как ее решить? 3, 0, 5.
It wasn't boots and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Ладно, позже решим. А, подожди, нам нужно что? Ладно, позже решим. Позже решим.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Star charts.
It's no wonder Ravenclaws are so clever, though, isn't it? Having to solve things every
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Так. Похоже просто на узкоглазую. Ой, извините, на азиатку. На восточную азиатку, я извиняюсь. Ребята, прошу прощения. Я был нетолерантен, приношу свои извинения.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Я извинился, я сказал, Black Lives Matter, это все хорошо, но я, извините, белый. Я извинился. Почему Хогвартс такой красивый, блять? Ну игра просто, блять, топ. Ну я не против. 85 евро Deluxe Edition. Извините, очень красиво все. Глянь, какой двор красивый, ты глянь. Посмотри. Не, вы только посмотрите. На... Это тебе не на Денди играть, алло. Ты где-то... А, еще ниже, похоже. Ну, я не знаю, наверное. Наверное, да. Не то, чтобы я там в садоводстве разбирался в ботанике, но похоже на то, да. Похоже. Кто это? Привет. Моя ж ты рыбка. Моя ж ты рыбка. Да уже погладил, конечно же. Я не мог пройти мимо.
What about the room?
Добби!
The same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
Добби — свободный эльф, а этот, похоже, пока что нет.
Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me, isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see.
Окей, Google. Lumos Maxima.
Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with
О,
your
да,
own
палочка.
wand to be far superior.
Нам нужна своя палочка.
Can you tell me more about the potion shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have
Ой, открытие в Косом переулке. Конечно, открытие. Все знают, что в Косом переулке все можно купить. Даже кокаин.
I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right-hand
Не, ну я не такой, ты шо? Нет, фу-фу-фу.
if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Уизли. Уизли. Репара нам будет доступна. Я, конечно же, хочу. Так, пойдем смотреть на лестнице Хогвартса. Пойдем? Я согласен. Так, а я уже забыл, подожди, у нас на треугольник у нас Люмос, Левиоса и Акция. Хорошо.
Ah, there you are.
А как, подожди, а как... А, вот так. Пойдем. Я хочу в тайный клуб.
Get big, they can be quite strong. I'd keep an eye you don't get one that's too mature, or you'll be having to cast a fire-making spell.
Might some kind soul help me?
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Everyone hates you. Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoilsports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can
Почему она меня напоминает Полумну?
because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit.
Даже по голосу какая-то Полумна, только я не блондинка.
Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone.
Это, я извиняюсь, Кохтевран, да?
Fifth year to help me.
Это Кохтевран у нее там на этом.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
Хотя это странно, ну типа, Дамблдора, реально кто-нибудь погуглите, но ему там не больше 150 лет. А здесь 1900, начало 1900-х. Ну типа как? Она не может быть еще жива. Ну или она совсем ребенок, может быть, не знаю.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
Ну, видишь, 115, ну, то есть, типа, а здесь 1900, там, по-моему, если не ошибаюсь, 30 какой-то. А Гарри Поттер начинается в 1995 или 6. И там ему 115 лет, ну, то есть, типа, он там 1900, там, 800 какого-то года, а здесь 1900, хуй пойми. Куда идти? Как выполнить задание? Наверное, не сейчас. Наверное, нужно сначала за замок выйти, а потом все это порешать. Ладно, давай пока по сюжету будем все идти. А потом чуть позже побочки начнем выполнять. Ух ты. А вот еще побочка какая-то.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Ладно, поищем.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Revelio.
А, Люмос. Погнали.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Ладно, я пока не понимаю, но мы чуть позже тоже вернемся к этому всему. А, ну хотя вот здесь есть какое-то...
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Ну, давай, залазь вот сюда. Вот сюда залазь.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Прекрасно, мы разгадали кое-что. Да, а что нам дали за это? А, вот здесь что-то дали. Не, что-то дали, посмотри, вот. Отлично. Коллекции. Ладно, очки дали. Очки и тапочки, я считаю. Окей.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
Не завидуй. Просто я умный, а ты нет.
I should have seen that.
Ладно, я все равно считаю, что лучше пока что выполнять по сюжету, потом чуть позже будем уже... Ой, знакомый коридор. Очень знакомый коридор. Приветик.
I don't think I'm ready for this just yet.
А, то есть сейчас я это не могу выполнить? Почему? А, репара надо научиться сначала. Ладно. А, вот здесь репару надо научиться сначала. Хорошо. Давай репару сначала. Хоть все мы знаем, что такое Oculus Reparo. Починили очки Гарри Поттеру. Ну ладно, пошли репару изучим. Нормальное заклинание, кстати. Приходит к тебе пациент с поломанной коронкой, а ты такой: репаро циркон, блядь. С вас $1000. Ай, бай, стартап. А это можно забрать, вот это? Нельзя? Хуйня летает.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Да потом мы эти камни с тобой разберем. Давай репару поучим.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic.
Я согласен.
I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Я согласен.
Start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page
Да вот же она летала где-то здесь. Только что пролетела. Вот она. И шо? И как? Да как ее забрать? Да уже, да, уже акцию, я раздуплился. Так, а еще теперь что? А, еще надо один собрать. Не-не-не, я раздуплился, все, я забрал. Где ты летаешь? Я тебя слышу. Вот.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't...
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Погнали. Репаро. Репаро циркон.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Ебать, сколько заклинаний, вы гляньте. Сколько можно добавить заклинаний. Просто жесть. Авада Кедавра, посмотри. Авада Кедавра, Круцо и Империо. Вот что мы должны выучить. Огонь. Вообще просто нет слов. Нет слов. Так, он сказал восстановить какую-то хуйню. Ой, пожалуйста, славянская и Авада Кедавра не помешает. Да, статую у воды, только я не сильно понимаю, это где эта статуя? Это вот это она? Нет, это не она. Где статуя у воды?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
It's a relief.
Reparo.
Why that portrait was empty.
Ну, может, попозже будут эти лестницы. О! Пойдет. Русланчик, приветики. Приветики. А почему он кряхтит от боли? А кто Русланчик?
Hello, looking for me?
Да тебя ж ищу, конечно.
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
Здорово, банда!
I've been looking forward to it.
Как мне, как мне? Да я в шоке. Просто игра
I intend to give you a
топ.
first-rate
Игра
Hogsmeade
топ.
experience.
Где б я вас еще собрал? Всех. У себя на стриме, конечно же.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
Yes, I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl.
Так уже, по-моему, есть на ПК релиз. Ну, типа, по-моему, это кроссплатформенная игра. Если я не ошибаюсь, это не эксклюзив для PlayStation. Но я могу ошибаться.
Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective when your mother was the one who elected that you take it.
Не-не, по-любому доступно, типа, это, ну, игра кроссплатформенная, да. Она уже доступна на всех платформах.
Everyone will tell you to visit at Christmas, but that's one of the few times of year I would rather be indoors.
Not much for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow. Oh, wait, over here. I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Златоглазки.
What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making.
Пошли в кусты уже. Я же знаю, что ты меня в кусты ведешь. Пойдем в кусты. Блять, вы только посмотрите на эту красоту. Посмотрите, ебать. Вы только гляньте. О, гиппогрифы. Хочу погладить гиппогрифа. Пошли. Ебать, глянь на эту красоту. Посмотри. Ебать, облака. Лес. Ебать, ну... Так, детей убрали от экранов, потому что здесь ненормативная лексика. Где гиппогриф? Сова. Акцо.
That's the forbidden forest on the left. It's off limits to students, as the name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too dangerous. I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring.
Ебать, а что это за балахон, братан?
Past that ruin.
Ты шо? Хогсмит. Пивка сейчас выпьем в Хогсмиде.
I confess, I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that? She knows more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be...
Так, братик, стоп, что ты несешь? А, это девочка. Прости. Так, это что-то не коньяк, пошли дальше.
How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so
Так, озеро.
new and unfamiliar.
А там озеро Озарк, наверное. Или лохнесское чудовище там.
I still miss my homeland, but it is beautiful here too. And getting out of the castle and exploring.
Да, что ты такой красивый, сука? Отдай. Мне нужна твоя одежда, я терминатор. Пидорас вонючий. Что здесь? Здесь есть гиппогриф? Да иди нахуй, ладно. Ой, господи.
Mr. Moon! He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for
Приветик! Приветик, Анечка. Добро пожаловать на канал.
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss Onai. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did Mr. Moon?
Jemmy, guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
А это, знаете что, это, короче, местный, который кидаешь ему монетку, он такой говорит: дай бог вам всегда удачи, дай бог, чтобы вы всегда были богаты.
Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
Какой я тебе друг? Я тебя присуну через полчаса. Какой я тебе друг?
And here we are. It is hard to know where to start. The Three Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeyduke's. I could not choose a favorite shop here. It changes with every visit.
Ну, знаете ли, конечно, мы не в Милане. Дольче Габбана здесь не куплю. Но тоже неплохо. Хоксхед. Зонкас.
Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcraft, some seeds, and...
A new wand.
Of course! You will enjoy Mr. Ollivander, and I am keen to see what you will do with a wand of your own. You should be able to collect everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well. Experience Hogsmeade at your own pace. We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished. Enjoy yourself. I will see you soon.
Ваня, ты слышал? Она сказала enjoy yourself, прямо как тогда на медосмотре. Ебать. О, пойдем за палочкой. Оливандер. Здорово, чел.
I'll be right with. Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking
for a new wand. Yes, it's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you. Truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we?
Палки-тыкалки. Может быть, это другой какой-то Оливандер? Ну, типа, он выглядит очень старым.
Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try.
Ебать, 10 дюймов, нихуя себе.
Well, go ahead, swish.
Нихуя, это не наша палочка.
Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear.
Не, братан, давай другую палочку, это не наша.
This isn't a good match at all, is it?
Давай бузинную сразу, что ты, блядь?
No, not you. Perhaps. Yes.
13 дюймов. Это мой хуй.
13.75 inches dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you?
Ой, Русланчик, твоя ли жопа не знала моего дюйма 13-го. Ну, надеюсь, здесь дюймов 65 сейчас будет. Ух ты, некрасивая.
How intriguing.
Ой, белая красивая, глянь какая.
Curious indeed.
О, это уже красивая. Но мне нравится вот это. Как вы? Чатик, голосуем, какую берем? Чатик, жду.
How intriguing.
Не, я считаю, белая заебись. Просто глянь, какая красивая. Ебать. Так, берем первое, это вот это. Вот эту берем. Так, быстрее берем вот эту. Не, мы берем ту, которую чатик выберет, пожалуйста. Давай, вот эту берем. Стебель, медово-коричневая. Или белую. Или вот это вы имеете в виду бузинная? Английский дуб, пихта, боярышник! Берем боярышник, тихо. Тихо, чтобы на сердце было заебись. Где она там, боярышник? А, вот бузина есть, подожди. Берем бузина. Не, берем максимальную, как мой... как мой хрен. Так, перо феникса. Я считаю, надо взять жилу дракона. А вы как думаете? Я считаю, надо взять дракона. Жену дракона. Конечно, жену дракона. Единорожек. Так, чатик, голосуем. Единорог или дракон? Я жду. Так, берем слегка податлив. Не, вот там написано, что она обучается, заебись. Смотри. Значит, стабильная магия, мощная магия, широкий спектр. Я считаю, что надо взять, сука, мощную магию. Потому что я планирую выучить Авада Кедавра. И, сука, чтобы она убивала всех нахуй сразу. Ну, со старту. Все, берем.
What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good.
different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match? Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Спасибо, братик. Ну, от души. Реально от души. Ой, костюм какой-то. А что за костюм? А, он недоступен еще. Ладно, придержим. Придержим. Так, куда нам там дальше? Нам надо в лавку еще зелье варенья. Спортивные товары. Ну, давай в спортивные товары сначала зайдем. А, здесь хуй сраку. Фолианты, свитки, зелья и волшебная брюхля. Брухля волшебная, вы поняли? Ну пошли в зелья. Та игра заебись не то слово. Так, заходим. Вот. Опа, а что это, что это? Пойдет. Ой, а можно зелье, которое... Хочу превратиться в Гарри Поттера. Можно зелье такое?
When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
Тебя забыл спросить.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
Так, я принц полукровка, я считаю.
Make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell.
А героин можно купить? Винт.
For all manner of uses. And I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today?
Так, смотрим, что у нас здесь есть. Рецепт защищает. Стоимость 0. Берем. Ну, исцеляющее зелье, естественно, я на самой сложной играю. Мне пизды будут давать каждые 13 секунд.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory. Or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Так, а сколько у меня вообще бабок? А, у меня всего лишь 13 монет? Да иди нахуй, нищеброд. У меня персонаж вообще не ортопед получается. А что там за сундук? Извините, пропустил. Что там за сундук? Где сундук? Слева. Сундук хорош. Плащ. В пизду. Давай глянем, что за плащ. Да ты и так злодей. Хули тебе пробовать? Блять, ну это хуйня какая-то. Нет, я не согласен.
Well, hello there.
Здорово, братан.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Oh, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you, then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me.
Пипин. Пипин к нему приходит. Пипин, блядь.
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Если это бесплатно, я беру.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Ой, Руслан, такого ты еще не увидишь. Тут сейчас буду жечь просто как Comedy Club. Так, фолианты и свитки. Фолианты и свитки, блядь. А где это? А, вот здесь. А косой переулок здесь будет?
An inquiring mind.
Глянь, какая красота, ебать. Бабки нашел. Ты прикинь? Тупо у чувака спиздил бабки. Прям в лавке. Здорово, бородач.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda, student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough.
It is magic at its purest.
Почему так много негров, блядь? А пидоры здесь тоже будут?
Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, see in it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Так, это бесплатно, я беру. Берем.
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Да, мне все это интересно, пошел нахуй. Нет бабок.
Well, that's everything.
Я пока тотал не сдам, ни к тебе не приду.
Lumos.
О, глянь, Влада, глянь. Ты видела короля?
Ah, I have everything. I see what you meant about not being able to pick a favorite shop.
We should walk around a bit more. Perhaps today is the day I finally pick one.
Ебать, это что за чертяка? Я считаю, надо его отпиздить. Бомбарда Максима надо. Ебать.
Are we getting him at all?
Keep at it! We have to let him down! What was that?
I was trying to beat him at his own.
Пидорас вонючий. Короче, когда красное, только уворачиваться можно. А, меня запиздили. Короче, когда желтое, можно делать... Конечно, еще раз. Когда красное, только уворот. Когда золотая, можно делать защиту.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Да давай уже, я готов еще раз запиздиться с ним.
I have everything.
Я думаю, что Левиоса не работает на такого пидораса, как он.
We should walk around a bit more.
Типа он слишком большой.
Finally pick one.
Да я ж уклонился, ты чё?
I was trying to beat him at his own game. Took him long enough.
We need to make sure he stays that way.
Ах ты, ёб твою мать. Отвали. На, ебать! Ебать, хорош! Хорош!
Goodness! A second troll. Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
100 очков Гриффиндору.
It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back.
Сейчас будет репару, по-любому.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Repairer. A moment if you would.
I will see what he wants.
Да, хорошо. Так. Где еще репару сделать?
Repairer.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
Так, котейка, ты не пострадал?
Repairer.
Огонь. Огонь. Только у меня зелья нихуя нет. Все потрачено, блядь.
We were just talking about you.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that
А почему шапка невидимка? Если мантия должна быть.
Life-saving protections.
Или здесь дары смерти еще никак не фигурируют?
I'd like to give you one such set of robes in thanks for what you did today.
Спасибо, сэр.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Забираем.
You won't be disappointed. That's a glad...
Так, плюс 5, плюс 4. Ну, давай плюс 5 возьмем. Не, ну у меня таких денег нет.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
What an extraordinary introduction to Hogsmeade. I would say that we, and you in particular, have earned at least one butterbeer.
Да.
Shall we head to the Three Broomsticks?
Идем бухать.
Sounds like a good idea.
Wonderful. Just down this way then.
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Естественно, мы придем еще раз, но попозже. Так, чатик, вы еще здесь?
Assuming it is not too busy, you might even meet Serona, the owner. She is a charming hostess and a powerful witch. Good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who is this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the Three Broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Serona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one, single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
Почему у него мужской голос, блядь?
I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now?
Your clientele's not what it used to be, Serona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
Красава. Вообще красава.
You all had enough bloodshed for one day.
Да мы тебя отпиздим только так.
The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere.
Так может выйдем один на один поговорить? Трусло вонючее.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any trolls you might encounter.
Trolls, Ranrock, and Rookwood. What are you not telling me?
I promised to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
I think that now might be a good time to head back to the castle.
Так, чатик, ну шо? Как дела у всех? Рассказываем. Кто-то еще остался здесь?
I am certainly glad Serona was there.
And that she isn't intimidated by thugs like Rookwood and Harlow.
I want to understand what's going on, and I hope you will tell me. But for the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley will certainly hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. I don't want her to worry.
Огонь. Так, чатик, всем спасибо. Стрим был отличный. Я думаю, что в скором времени мы продолжим. Спасибо всем и до новых встреч.